You know, the Derby is built on speed, tradition, and precision, but also it comes down to just a pound.
Yeah, crazy, right? For some jockeys, maintaining the right weight to ride, there you go, is difficult. It's also difficult to say. But for others, it's not as much of a worry.
Jace Obardo is here to explain how making weight has shaped the sport and the people who ride in it.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, so obviously horses get a lot of the attention at the Kentucky Derby, but jockeys also have some pretty tough standards they have to meet before they can even participate in a race. And I spoke with a historian at the Derby Museum, as well as legendary jockey Pat Day, about what it takes to prepare for a race and what some jockeys risk just to make weight. Inside the Kentucky Derby Museum, you'll find boots worn by Diane Crump, the first female jockey to ride in the Derby. Or you can size yourself up next to a life-size cutout of Bill Shoemaker. And you can even set your eyes on the prize Triple Crown winners get to take home. But there's one piece of history that carries a lot of weight.
So it gives people an idea of how healthy jockeys have to be, how much they have to watch their diet, and how much they have to watch their fitness to maintain that appropriate weight to race in the Kentucky Derby.
For generations, this is where jockeys have stepped up, hitting a number that can help define their careers.
126 pounds.
To run for the Roses, 126 pounds is the magic number. That's the combined weight of both the jockey and their equipment on the back of the horse. This means jockeys have to maintain a certain weight, with many of them averaging about 110 pounds. In the past, some turned to extreme measures, like flipping, where they'd eat, then purge just to make the cut. Or some would even sit in a steam room called a hot box to sweat off a couple pounds.
I weighed right around 100 pounds my entire racing career, and so I didn't have to fight my weight, as many of my fellow riders did. I never had to deal with those issues, but my heart went out to those that did. And I think it was just testimony to how badly they wanted to ride.
No one really knows the pressures of race day, though, like the jockeys who've lived it.
Derby Day was extra special. I mean, if you didn't get nervous and excited on Derby Day, you probably needed to find another job.
Pat Day is a Hall of Fame jockey with nearly 9,000 wins under his belt. 9 of those wins being Triple Crown races, including the 1992 Kentucky Derby. Now that hardware and history is on display in both the Derby Museum and in a museum of his own, the basement of his home.
The Lord has enabled us to acquire quite a collection here.
It's commonly accepted that the phrase "get the lead out" actually has roots in horse racing, referring to the lead weights on a saddle that could be added or removed before a race.
If that didn't make up the weight, then they have these weighted pads.
But for a man who spent decades making weight, now the only weight Day carries is a heart full of gratitude for a career that defined his life.
Today I look back and I go, wow, did we really accomplish all that?
Second, Lily T wins the Derby by 1. With Pat Day.
You know, at the time you're so busy going and doing, and it just it piles up. You know, it just adds up and adds up and adds up, and I think I respect it tremendously more today than I did even since '84. You know, when I was in the midst of it.
Praise Jesus! Hallelujah! All in God's good time.
It was such an honor to sit and speak with Pat Day. It was, like I said, it was truly an honor. And a little fun fact about Pat Day, he is the all-time leading jockey here at Churchill Downs with nearly 2,500 wins.